Hey guys, so I have some really bad news for you. Affiliate marketing is dead. We're going to talk about and expose the harsh truth about why affiliate marketing is no longer worth your time and what you should be focusing on instead. So let's get into it. All right, so in today's video, I have Matt here with me, and we're going to talk about affiliate marketing and what the state of it is, and if you should continue to spend time on it. So first of all, I just want to get them right out and say affiliate marketing is dead. I know that's a bold statement, but affiliate marketing is dead. And let me explain what I mean. So obviously affiliates are not dead, right? Like there are people out there that are selling services, products, all kinds of things. Affiliates are not dead, but the traditional way of doing affiliate marketing where you would build a publishing website that was keyword focused and you were leveraging Google search and you were just hoping to get tons and tons of traffic for either AdSense or maybe just some, affiliate plugin that you had in WordPress that was serving up random, Amazon products or things like that. That's what I'm talking about. Traditional search affiliate marketing on publishing sites, in my opinion, is dead. And we want to get into what some of those reasons are. So Matt, I know we've seen this even with some of clients and other people that we know in this industry, but what are some of the things that you have seen that have kind of put the nail in the coffin for traditional search affiliate marketing?
Yeah, this was a rough year. I know you've jumped right to the end that affiliate marketing through publishing sites, as we know, is dead, but it's been dying for at least a year. We have our own affiliate sites that we do, as well as, our main service where we offer digital marketing services, because we like to test across all these different, digital marketing avenues. But even in the last year alone, just Google algorithm updates, even before the AI overview, have made affiliate marketing even harder. And I know it's always been hard to get, a site approved for AdSense per se. Like you could read a million articles about how to do that. Everyone does and doesn't know how to do it. It might be that you need a ton of content. It might be that you need no content to get it to rank. Like we've seen that, right? So there's already these initial hurdles as a publishing site to get something like AdSense on there. If you have products and you're using an affiliate channel, that's a slightly different approach, but you're still probably using SEO strategy to go after key terms that you can win organically and then bring in clicks, that then people click on your affiliates within your website. But anyways, to kind of sum up, we have kind of these algorithm updates that have already been kicking our butts as affiliate marketers. And now you add AI overview into the mix and it is just a graveyard.
Well, before we get to AI overview though, let's talk about last year's core algorithmic updates, right? Like last year, 2024 was unprecedented. We have never seen Google make that many core updates. I think there was like 14 or something that they did in a year that were manual updates, right? It's the machine learning's always doing it daily, right? But to make manual updates that many times was crazy. And we saw this amongst some of our, test affiliate sites and other things that we had where literally in one day, the traffic just completely disappeared. And we were not alone in that, right? And it wasn't because the site was penalized or anything. Like the EEAT and all the helpful content updates from last year, there were just mass casualties across the board of certain websites that had traffic one day, literally nothing the next day, and then never recovered from that.
Oh yeah, and there was no rhyme or reason to it either. We had multiple sites. I don't know if you remember this, but we had sites where on the same day that they made an algorithm update, one that had previously been dead because Google had penalized it for some unknown reason, came back to life, was resurrected, and then another one that had been getting traffic died on the same day. So they were doing, and it's all AI driven, right? Because of AI and how it's affecting search and how people are abusing it to create just mass amounts of content. They're trying to crack down on this garbage content that's out there, but there's casualties. Like we were casualties, and none of our stuff was just straight AI, right? We had some testing between all human content, no AI, and then some, responsible mix of AI and human. And there was, again, no rhyme or reason. Like the one that was all human content, that one got penalized the most, which was really frustrating because it was all human written content. And so whatever they're doing over there to try to combat spam through AI content creation at scale, like it has just created a really confusing landscape for an affiliate marketer. There's no real avenue to getting monetized, and then B, there's no safety in knowing that you'll continue to be monetized when a new algorithm update comes up and it just absolutely flattens your site, right?
Yeah, so I think that's reason number one, right? Like first reason why affiliate marketing in the traditional sense is dead is that Google's just changing things too quickly and too often that literally all the years of work that you put
Yeah.
into building an affiliate site can be destroyed in one algorithmic update. And that
Yes.
happened a ton last year. That's a pretty risky place to be, putting time and effort and money into a publishing affiliate site, all for it just to be completely destroyed by, being a casualty of an algorithmic update.
Yeah, I think that's where, I mean, you hit it on the head. It's too risky, which is surprising, right? It used to be like this engine, this consistent engine of I build more content, I win more keywords, I get more traffic, I make more money on my affiliate marketing sites. Like that is no longer like the penalties that Google is putting on these sites. It is just, it's like an all or nothing thing. So I know we had a lot of people that came in this last year too during a lot of these updates that were wanting our help to, to help boost their site because they saw that immediate drop. But the problem is nobody knows. Like, I don't know. Like I could look and make all new content, but Google could still punish you in a month for something else. Like it's really risky. It's really scary. And anyone that's done affiliate marketing knows it takes a ton of work. So it's kind of scary to put that much work into a site knowing there's no stability and Google could kick you out at any moment. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so I think the second reason on top of that is just if your site hasn't been completely demolished by an algorithmic update, the next thing is just reduced click rate, right? Like there is a trend right now of click rate going down, and there's a reason for that, right? Like the AI overview is the biggest culprit of reduced click-through rate, because why should they click through to get to your fancy article about something when the AI is just taking even your article and just regurgitating the answer and giving them the answer right then and there, right? So the intent for information is seeing a reduce in click rate, right? Like commercial intent, some of those
yeah.
other things you're still getting click through rate for, but that informational intent to just learn something or capture somebody with that wide net of a lot of content, that click through rate is slowly going down. So it just makes it hard to put a lot of time and effort into creating content in that model, to just kind of see that trend coming down. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's a shame too, because even with that model of using content with an SEO strategy behind it to provide information to users, you're still providing valuable information, right? And the idea is that you would be rewarded with traffic and then they would click on your ads and you make money. So there was a symbiotic relationship where you provide good, relevant, informational content and Google rewards you with the traffic. And now with the AI overview that has been destroyed, they've basically killed that relationship. They don't care at all about it. And it may be because honestly, they need to compete with ChatGPT and other large language models that are just keeping people on platform and not, sending traffic anywhere. They're just giving an answer. So I think Google is feeling a need to emulate that at the expense of the affiliate marketing relationships they have with publishers, which is crazy because it's a ton of money that they make on those relationships through like Google AdSense and whatnot. So the need to innovate has kind of killed that relationship.
I mean, let's talk about that for a minute, right? Like Google is a billion dollar business, right? Like they make a ton of money, and it is really interesting to see them almost being willing to slough off an entire part of their business, right? Like we know that they make money from ads, but they also make money off of, the ad network is also bolstered by these affiliate sites through AdSense, right? Like if I'm an advertiser and I'm going to be putting money toward Google ads, that gave Google a lot of places to be able to show my ad. And now they're literally, it's seemingly removing an entire part of that visibility because they are cannibalizing it with their AI. So if there's less places to show it, is that going to drive ad costs way up because there's less to do? Like maybe it's their devious master plan to make Google ads just so expensive because there's only a few places now to be shown, which is basically your AI overview, right? Like it's a little controversial to think about why this is happening and why they're choosing to go this route. And is it, like you said, completely being motivated by just how many people are moving over to ChatGPT and Perplexity AI and some of these other platforms, right? Like it
Yeah.
is shocking to a degree.
Oh, it is. And at face value, it seems very short-sighted. Again, I know search is changing and we don't really know exactly how all those changes will shake out, but it seems like they're putting the need to be first and cut corners to like compete with these other people at the expense of not only a revenue generating machine. I mean, they make billions and billions of dollars off the AdSense, the affiliate marketing revenue. But number two is they now are biting the hand that feeds them. Like the content creators that were providing all that great content that made Google a great search engine to give you answers. Like if you're not benefited to make that content, at some point Google has no relevant, good new content to give. You know what I mean? Like publishers have the ability to control what gets out there. Like AI cannot create new information; it just regurgitates old information. So there is kind of this long-term thing that they're sacrificing for a short-term win, which is, I don't know, it's scary and stupid. Like I have a hard time imagining that it's always going to be that way. If you don't reward new content coming into your search engine that gives people high quality answers, like you're gonna stop getting it. You know what I mean?
And the other weird thing too is, I mean, I get it, right? Like we traditionally affiliate publishing sites are, a lot of them are just absolute garbage, right? like
Yeah.
like the content is horrible. It's not even real. People are literally just, it's like a volume play. Let's just throw as much content at the wall, whether it's good or bad, because we're just hoping that we get an AdSense click because somebody came to this site, right? So I understand Google and the rest of us wanting some of that to go away, but it's not like they're doing anything to reward good content, because now they're saying, hey, if you write good content, it'll show up in the AI overview. But that completely defeats the purpose of traditional affiliate marketing if the whole point of creating your website or putting money into creating content on your site was to generate affiliate revenue, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, and just like you said before, especially with informational heavy sites, if you're just creating, how to do something or answering questions, that those were the types of terms that you were going after. Like you're obsolete. AI overview will steal that answer, serve it up more concisely than you did. Yeah, you may get the citation on the right hand side, but again, people that are looking for an answer like that, they don't care where they get the answer as long as they get the answer. So if Google removes the middleman, which was you as the affiliate marketer, and just gives the entire answer, on platform, they never have to leave the platform to go to your site. So branding in that aspect, like you could say like a service-based business or someone that sells something, you still get value from being cited because there's some branding authority. But if you're an affiliate site that doesn't sell products and you're just doing that informational play, like you're dead in the water, man. Like this will kill you.
yeah, and that's a really good point, right? Like there's still games to be played with affiliate marketing, right? Like if you are doing affiliates for, say, like services, whether that's like lawn care, insurance, things like that, like there is still lots of traffic to go around for now, right? Like that is constantly changing. But to your point, if it's purely kind of that publisher mentality of just getting them there to hope that they click an AdSense ad, I mean, that is dead. I would not, if it were me, I would stop spending any time and money creating anything in that realm for that purpose, right? So I would suggest pivoting to a totally different idea, whether that's products or, that kind of liaison to connect services with people. But you have to also kind of understand some of that may go away sooner than you think, especially with AI coming in and just serving up, hey, who's the best lawn care company in my area, versus sending them to your website, which lets you search and you get a cut off of every lead that you generate, right?
Yeah.
Like e-commerce is also kind of like the next thing that maybe you could think about a little bit doing, because you could hawk products specifically in a store, and Google is looking at that more as like a commercial intent versus an informational intent. But then you have the whole issue of like, well, you got to run ads. You basically have to start an entire business from scratch, selling products. So it's a little bit different than just straight up affiliate.
Yeah. And I know we've been a little bit doomsday because it's true. But to your point, there's ways to adapt. So affiliate marketing as it was is dead. I would not do it anywhere near the way that we used to do it, with just strictly keyword research, providing informational content, and then clicking on ads. Like that sort of affiliate marketing is dead, but you still can make money through affiliate marketing, even on informational sites, but you have to adapt, you have to change. So, one adaptation, like you said, is to find different products and services that maybe have that you can hawk, that maybe have additional value built in, a little bit more future proof. But number two, let's say you do just want to target informational content, like maybe that is your thing, right? You've built a site, you can't kill it. Well, now you got to change it. So the idea, kind of the way to think of it, is what can the AI overview not do that you can? Because what's kind of ironic is you used to compete with other advertisers, right? Other affiliate marketers for those terms, but now you're competing with the AI overview too. So you got to think about it as a competitor. Like if it's your competitor, what can you provide that it cannot? So there's a couple things I can think of right off the top of my head. Number one is, how do you make that content more interactive, right? The AI overview currently is just basically a concise bullet list answer that answers your question as completely as it can. But what if it's something that someone needs to be shown, right? What if it's, I want help customizing this answer for my, like, let's say you need service for your yard, right? You need to know how much product to cover a square footage in your yard. So maybe a calculator, right? Like if you have a calculator on your site that where people can put in their dimensions, again, AI might steal that later, but right now, some of those interactive tools, it can't steal. And so if you have the citation, now the AI overview is your friend, not your competition. And then with a how-to, kind of like we talked about, we've talked about this with other videos too, man, YouTube is the new place to do informational affiliate marketing. If you have informational topics to cover, if there's anything that can be shown, you should show it and do it through YouTube, because right now Google and AI overview will show your videos, and it's a less competitive space right now. Videos have a slightly higher barrier to entry than content, well, a much higher barrier to entry, which means reduce competition. So there's opportunity there to go in and create how-to videos, and you can still embed those on the pieces you already have that are performing and give them a boost. We have other videos that have talked about adding videos to content, can see a boost just on that content. So YouTube can, you can capitalize on those terms, be shown in search, and potentially also boost the existing content on your site.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that would be our number one advice to somebody who still wants to be in affiliate marketing but is wondering how to pivot. If it's informational, YouTube is it, right? YouTube is it. And the reason why is because YouTube, it's the second largest search engine in the world, but it seems to be the only one that still kind of works like Google search used to, in this sense that it compounds, right? Like the traffic will compound. If you have a video out there and it gets traction, it will compound just like content used to compound. And like you said, it's harder to create. It's not as easy to create. So, I mean, that's the biggest like downer for this to all you affiliate marketers, is you're going to have to spend a little bit more time. You're going to have to do a little bit more work, because it's not just going to be this kind of spray and pray thing where you just threw out a ton of content hoping that you would get views. I mean, you're going to have to be much more intentional with the type of content that you're going to create. And it's different, right? You can't just get on a YouTube video, and there's lots of people that do it and just say, hi, this is this product and this is why it's great. There's some stuff like that people do that works. But what almost works better is like, hey, here's this project I'm doing, and here's the 3 products that I use to make this really easy for me. And if you want to, buy the same products, there's a link in the description below, which are affiliate links, right? Like that sort of intent works really, really well on YouTube, because people are going there to learn. They're learning to do something. They don't know how to do that thing. They want to see you do it. And so if they can see you use the tools that you're trying to hawk as affiliate tools, it just makes it easy. It makes it easy for them to make the decision to check that out or to do that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you are right. Just making the video alone is a higher barrier to entry. But I think it also, from in a positive light, this change does, to what you were talking about earlier, like nobody wants to go to those garbage affiliate marketing sites. Like we all hate them. You're spammed with 1,000 ads. So in a positive light, this change does force affiliate marketers to provide actual valuable content, right? Whether written or video. In a video, it has to be, right? Someone's got to show how to do something. And if you're doing it wrong, or people don't trust that you can do it the right way, like it's not valuable either. Like you won't get shown and you won't get shared, nothing like that. So it does drive higher value content. So on that side, it is good. But I think to your point, right, that you got to think about different ways to make money off the affiliates. I think that's a great way to do it, right? A how-to video and highlighting the tools that you used. I do that. If I watch somebody do a project that I want to do and I see them do it, I just want them to tell me what tools to get, because otherwise you're spending additional time researching all the different tools and which one's best and looking at reviews. So if you have someone that you trust that shows how to do it, I'll typically just, click on their links and buy it because they've already curated that list for me. But I do think, I know we're talking about information. I do think like reviews, that's another one where I think both written and video content still have some staying value. I think people don't put a ton of credibility to the AI overview when it comes to reviews, or at least they do slightly, right? You'd say, okay, you're suggesting these few. Now I'm going to go in and read the actual review from a human being. So I think, again, that's another area where reviews allow a human to surpass the AI, especially, again, if it's someone that you trust, not just a faceless blog article. So pictures and videos, interactive sort of things still add additional value there. But yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a compounding effect on YouTube, and it's just something the AI overview cannot steal from you yet. So
Yeah, and to your point, right? Like the intention changes, right? Instead of me just letting a plugin decide what products it thinks that you want, to buy or that you're interested in, we have to be way more intentional now. Like I think there's going to be this big weeding out, and I think it's already happening. I think affiliate marketers that just aren't willing to put the work in this new landscape are going to disappear. They're going to do something else. And so this is honestly, I know we kind of started out doomsday-ish, right? Like affiliate marketing is dead. But because it is in the traditional sense, there's opportunity now, right? Like there's a big opportunity right now for people who have affiliate marketing experience to make this pivot and get ahead, because you already said it. YouTube is more difficult to do than creating content, right? And so because it's more difficult, it's more intentional. You would need to actually go out and pick the product that you want to review. You would actually need to go out and think about the project that you would want to teach someone about that would use certain products that you're willing to hawk. You know what I mean? Instead of just leaving it up to an algorithm and a plugin to just blast ads in front of their face, right? Yeah. But there's a lot of people that see a lot of success doing it that way, but you have to kind of adapt and evolve to the new model. YouTube is different than Google search. You can't run the same old model inside of YouTube. But YouTube does have that, binge effect, which search doesn't really have, right? Like search, you read an article and then you're kind of right back to Google searching for the next thing. But inside of YouTube, there are strategies where you can tie the end of your video to another video for them to keep watching, right? Like that is an effect that is well documented, where somebody will watch one video on your channel and before they know it, they've watched 2 or 3 hours worth of content in the last 2 days. That's just something you cannot really replicate on Google search. And if you are, think of all the affiliate exposure you would have in that sort of environment to be able to share other products and teach them other things. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity to increase the average order value in a sense using YouTube versus Google search.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of additional benefits. I think that's what's kind of fun is we've talked about in previous videos, using YouTube. And I know we're making this all about YouTube, but I do think this is maybe if it were me and I was starting a new affiliate marketing channel or deciding how to adapt, I would put my focus into YouTube. It's funny. It used to be like I'd put my focus into a website for affiliate marketing. Maybe I do some additional things. I would flip that on its head. I would invest first in my YouTube channel and then maybe have my website follow behind as an additional resource for the YouTube video or an additional catch-all point, but it would no longer be the hub of my affiliate marketing efforts if it were me. But I do think if you already have a big affiliate marketing website, I would take steps to kind of protect your IP, the stuff that you've earned and won over the years. I would go to your best blogs that bring in most of your traffic, and I would build videos about those subjects, even if they're just answering a question, right? I would make a video that goes over that same stuff in your blog, maybe up to 75% the same information of your blog, and embed that video into your blog. That's going to give it an added measure of values. So now when people search, maybe they come across your video first, they want to learn a little bit more information, so they click through to your blog, or they find you just on YouTube, or your the value of that blog goes up because you've added a video, and Google's going to rank it higher, and then you just show up in more AI overviews. So I think Google can have this really cool effect where it can help to protect what you've already built. It could be an avenue for new generation, and then also it can just compound over time, allow you to go after new terms, which we didn't cover. But that's the other thing that's really exciting about YouTube, is because the competition's lower, we've seen this. You can go after terms that you had no business winning with written content. So now you can go after even higher search volume terms that potentially bring in even more money. So there is a ton of opportunity. And I love that you can use the same SEO strategies that you were with written content. That's what we do. We go do keyword research, find what people are searching on Google, and we build video content to answer the question instead of written content. And we're just in a much less competitive space.
Yeah, 100%. And I think you brought up a really good point, right? Like, the wrong thing to do would be to just throw your hands in the air and be like, well, I'm just going to shut my website down, right? Like, yes, click-through rate is trending down. Yes, traffic is trending down, but you can still maximize whatever traffic is left that's still coming in, and pivot yourself and reposition yourself, to leverage YouTube and maybe other methods. So I like that. That's a really good point. I think that you'd be smart to start that transition instead of just cold turkey shutting it off. But a lot of affiliate marketers are doing that, right? Like,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of affiliate marketers are just saying, I'm done. I'm throwing my hands up in
Yeah.
the air and I'm not doing anything else. So to your point, now is kind of a really good time to take advantage of people exiting, the market, and just repositioning and transitioning what you have into what the new landscape affords.
Yeah. And one caveat too, I'm glad you brought that up. If you were hit by an algorithm update and your site is dead, I would not work on it. Like, that might be the time I do throw my hands in the air for a minute, because we have seen that maybe the next algorithm update will revive it. But man, if it's dead, if it's currently being penalized, like, that would be time to move on to a new project. But invest in YouTube. Maybe this is your time to try something new. If your site isn't dead, yes, I would future proof it, like save what you have. If you don't know what pages are ranking that need to be saved, that's something we do all the time as a free SEO content audit on your website. We can identify the best pages that are bringing. I know affiliate marketers know their best pages, but you know what I mean? And we can make an entire list that says, here's all the ones that are getting traffic or ranking for keywords. And you can decide which ones to prioritize with, additional measures, videos, interactive things, that sort of nature. But yeah, if it's been penalized, I don't know. My advice would be move on to the next thing. I would watch it and see that it comes back, but I would have a hard time putting more work into a site that was penalized by an algorithm update where you don't know the parameters of how to get it out of being penalized. Like I said, we have sites that are all human written content, literally no black hat tactics at all, that have been penalized and are just dead. And so we're letting those guys lie till Google realizes that there's nothing wrong with them. But
Yeah, and by then it might be too late, right? Like,
yeah,
by then there just might be so few traffic that even putting any time and effort into it in the future. So to your point, we've already moved on from those sites that are assumingly dead, right? And we have pivoted into YouTube, for those same, industries and product types that we were trying to, create content for affiliate. We're now putting our focus into YouTube content for that, because that just seems to be much more future proof in this, ever evolving AI world, right?
yeah.
So to kind of, end this video, if you were to talk to an affiliate marketer, what would you say the main takeaways are that they should do right now?
Yeah. Number one is protect your assets. So add something to your content, your best performing content that the AI can't steal. And I think you can think outside the box for that. I'm going to say the easiest way to do that is add video content to those pages. And then number two, I would start exploring, just a YouTube channel in general. You might be able to build YouTube channels around informational subjects and win them a lot easier than you did with written content. As far as making the video, that will be harder. You will have to put more upfront work into creating the content, making it valuable, curating the products or services that you're going to be hawking as an affiliate for. But I do think the payoff is potentially a lot greater. You have access to higher search volume keywords, and you expand your reach. Have an additional avenue to bring in content or bring in views, as well as boost existing content on your site and future-proof it.
If you found this video helpful, please make sure that you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you'll be alerted when we put out more helpful content like this. And if you want to learn more about how you can improve your Google rankings using YouTube, make sure that you watch this video where we show you how we 3 times and even 5 times the keywords ranking in the top 3 in Google using YouTube. So make sure that you watch this video, and I'll see you over there.